So similar to what we've already talked about on our channel, another cool car is getting an update, the Subaru BRZ/Toyota GT86.
Not too many details are known about it right now. They're pretty secretive, but we dive into what we do know in this episode.
So yeah, like we were already talking about, Subaru BRZ/Toyota GT86. I kind of don't like saying the slash, so we'll just start calling it, this car. And
this car, Exhibit A.
Now, if you guys don't already know, this is a car that sits a little bit higher than the Mazda Miata, meaning, it's a little bit faster. It always had about 200 horsepower and is a little bit bigger. So it's got a little bit more of a masculine feel for still being a small car, but not in the area of being too expensive. But beyond that, this car was always considered to be a little bit slow for what it's in its segment. You're talking about sports cars, we need a little bit more fun.
Yeah, and Josh was saying it was a little bit bigger than the Miata, but the back seat's practically unusable. So why
fit your backpack?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe a small dog, But yeah, it definitely was underpowered from what the people who buy this vehicle or wanted to buy this vehicle were wanting to get out of the vehicle. 200 horsepower for a vehicle that doesn't weigh a whole lot. It does seem kind of quick when you're driving it. I've mentioned in past videos, I drove my friend's Scion FRS, which same vehicle that fits. Yeah, same concept. And by no means is it a overwhelmingly fast car, but it's a fun car to drive. I think what would make it an even bigger success and maybe even compete on the level of the 2.0 Turbo Supra and the lower end trim levels, maybe even a 4-cylinder 400Z that comes out, or a Z Proto. I think that would compete better if it had some more power under the hood, because it has the looks.
Definitely.
But the power just, I don't think, is where it needs to be.
Right. And the fun news is there's a rumor on the street, maybe down the grapevine, however you refer to it as, that they are going to be tossing a turbo on this bad boy. Now, the real question I have is, are they going to continue to have the Boxer engine, or are they going to adopt an engine? We already talked about they're associated with Toyota. Maybe they start to share parts a little bit here and there, because I know Subaru is known for their Boxer engines. So it's interesting to see which direction they'll go. But long story short, they're adding a turbo apparently, and this should put them either in the mid 200s to the high 200 horsepower.
Yeah, like we said at the beginning, not much details known about the vehicle. Subaru and Toyota are being very secretive about it, which makes the public speculate more about it, which is how, like Josh said, a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to get a turbo, or it's supposed to get a turbo. Some people think it's going to get more displacement, go from the 2-liter to the 2.4-liter. Some people, which I'm in this hopeful boat of maybe both, maybe turbo and a 2.4-liter engine, but we'll have to see what happens. The reveal is supposed to be, they keep saying fall, but us in Houston have no idea what that word means, so we have no idea.
I don't know what fall is.
Yeah, what is fall? Summer and February, that's it. That's all we have in Houston. But overall, it's a pretty exciting vehicle, and like we already said, it's a cool, fun car to drive. You drove it at the Houston Auto Show. I drove my friend's FRS. It's a cool vehicle, and in a previous video, we talked about how if you're looking for a cheap coupe, this is a good buy. It's relatively not that expensive. It's a nice, cheap, fun sports car.
Right.
If you're getting a brand new TRD edition 86, to me, you're over your budget. That's a crazy price for that vehicle, but you can get a nice one on the used market, slightly used, for a pretty good price.
Yeah, check out our other video where we talked about, sports cars for the best bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Now, all in all, me and Jacob are both excited for the fact that any car is getting a little faster. And so if you guys are excited about this car getting a little faster just like we are, go ahead and let us know in the comment section or on any of our social media, because any way the car industry can get more exciting, we are definitely about.
Yes, so a lot of cool stuff coming out still through 2020, despite being somewhat of a depressing year. It's actually a pretty cool year for cars. So if you want to see more stuff like this on the channel, give us a subscribe, hit that like button, keep following our stuff on social media when we post, and that'll wrap up our episode.